You're listening to Reza Riffs with Keith Reza and Alan Lee, right here on LA Talk Radio.
Hey guys, this episode of Reza Riffs with Jake the Snake. It's going to be awesome, man. We're doing opening remarks right here. Alan just left and we forgot to do them. But before we let you listen to it, we want you guys to rate and review and subscribe on Apple Podcasts and iTunes. 5 stars. Also, we're also on Patreon or Patron, whatever. I really need to say that right. I'm just trying to get money for the program. But it's at Patreon or Patron. I don't know. That's my dog. He's whining. Anyways, if you want to donate to the show, go to www.paetron.com/RezaRiffs. Enjoy the show. We're starting. We're here with Jake the Snake, and Alan is...
Yes, sir.
Jake, look at Alan's shirt, man. You can see his belly button.
So what? Only if you're looking.
Only if...
Well, this tells me something about you.
No.
Thank you, Jake. This is rocking.
He's like in my view.
But you like donuts too, don't you?
I love donuts.
I don't see your belly button.
Any hole will do.
So Jake, man, thank you. You're performing tonight and tomorrow at the Rec Room in Huntington Beach, and you're doing stand-up comedy and not wrestling.
That's a rumor.
It's a rumor?
Yeah, it's just a rumor. I don't really do stand-up, brother. I just go out there and tell folks about my experiences on the road, some of the insane shit that went down, and just and touch on everything, man. Sometimes it just depends what mood I'm in, man. Sometimes I go serious, you know, and try to talk about life and expectations and failures and bullshit. Keep it real.
Yeah.
Main thing I want to do is make people think.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna have a hard time with that today.
It could be a challenge.
Because I'm right here.
See how I did that?
Oh, you flipped you just like a throwman, like DDT on you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I love you, but I was scared to interview you because of the snake, you know?
I haven't got it out yet.
Yeah, but like, you have a snake with you? Oh.
He's got 2 snakes.
Yeah. It's got no skills, it just have a couple of warts.
But like, I'm terrified of snakes.
So am I.
Oh yeah, that's what I
I
read.
can't stand them.
Yeah.
Never have liked them.
Yeah. How many, do you own any snakes?
No, I don't own any
So you
snakes.
just used them when you wrestled?
I used them only when I was having to hold on to them.
Smart man.
You know, I just came up with the idea, you know, and
Great idea.
that's what happens when you're smoking pot and drinking beer and come up with a great fucking idea. But like many of my ideas, I don't think them completely through. You know?
Me too.
And, you know, I got to the exciting part and the fun part and all that, but then I forgot about the part where I'm terrified of snakes.
Yeah.
So, oops, excuse me. And then by then, of course, it was too late because, you know, people were running with it. And, then I just sort of had to look at the contract and look at the zeros and say, okay,
Oh man, those zeros.
fuck this snake. You know?
Yeah.
Decision making.
But yeah, man, still to this day, man, I mean, I'm terrified. I hate them, man.
Oh,
Fuck, make my skin crawl.
Yeah.
The dreams that I've had, oh my God.
Now, did any of the snakes bite you?
Fuck yeah.
Holy Lord.
Bastards.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's not like you can tell them anything. You don't have any ears.
Well, you had to have one bite you.
Yeah, Macho Man made
Macho
me
Man
bite me.
made me, yeah.
Yeah, Macho Man and you
He was
bite.
afraid the cobra wasn't devenomized, you know.
So he used it, Jake.
So I had to let him fucking bite me first.
There you go.
But that's the reason the snake held on to him so long. Because he told me, he said, he really, once you hook him up and he lets go come back, I may want you to hook him up again, brother. I want this to work. You gotta really fucking tear into me, you know? Dig it? I'm like, yeah, no problem, bro. So I remember what he'd done to me in the back. I picked that snake up and I turned my back so Macho couldn't see me, and I slapped the dog shit out of that fucking snake, man. That motherfucker was pissed. And when they grabbed a hold of him, it would not let go.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, it would not let go. And, you know, people don't, I mean, I'm in the ring wondering, which way's the first one coming in?
Right.
Because somebody's gonna hit that fucking ring.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because when it goes dead quiet, it's called we call it quiet heat.
Yeah.
Quiet heat's the worst.
Yeah.
If people are screaming at you and throwing shit, you're fairly safe.
Yeah.
You just gotta dodge the bullshit. No problem. But if it gets quiet, that means somebody's itching just
Just
to
come
get
out.
right in there.
Yeah.
And depending on which way they come from, sometimes you see them, sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
The best thing about that is, people are such a trip, man. They shoot into the ring and then they stand up and they go, where the fuck am I? They realize now they're in a foreign country.
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because their feet don't feel right. They're walking in that ring and it feels weird. And they realize these fucking ropes are real, man. You know, those things hurt just leaning on them.
Yeah.
So that's when you fucking pop them and you get it over with.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, unfortunately it happens, but there's been some nasty fucking things happen in the ring when fans come in, you know. And, I've had instances where I had a guy stand up like 9 rows back in Dallas, Texas, and get 2 shots off at me.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
Holy Lord.
Oh my.
He took out a gun?
Yeah, man,
Jeez.
9 rows back, pulled out a gun and shot at me.
Dear God.
Don't these places have security or
Well,
something?
they didn't have metal detectors back then, brother.
Oh.
This is the late '80s, and I remember going to the back, and man, I was like, "Fuck, man! I'm so glad that motherfucker missed," you know.
Oh my God.
And I was laughing because Sting, who I was wrestling, was in the ring going, "Woo!" You know, and he didn't realize it was a gun. He was so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You know.
I love Sting.
And I go underneath the ring.
Yeah.
I know where to go.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of sight. So I'm in the back and I'm laughing at Sting, and the cops bring the guy back and they're like, "Jake, you want to press charges?" I'm like, "Press charges? Really?
Yeah.
No, let's just reload him and put him back out there." Why
Have her come back tomorrow.
not? Maybe the next match could use it.
Get another wow out of
Do you want to press charges? Fuck yeah, I want to press charges. First thing I want to know is why. You know?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Did I fuck your sister or something? What the hell?
Jeez.
Wow. Now, you had 195 wins and 67 losses in your whole career. Did you ever want to like go to 200 wins?
195 wins for the what? That 1 year?
Yeah.
Yeah, you kidding me, man?
Oh, so this information's inaccurate.
Oh yeah.
Oh, how many wins did you get?
Well, I never counted wins. But, let me think about that for a moment. Let me see if I can get you a more realistic number.
Yeah, this information came from Alex.
Oh, I sent you a screenshot.
Oh.
Can you
Andrew the
unlock
Giant. He
this?
kicked Andrew the Giant's
I
ass.
had over 100,000 matches. Man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I wrestled for 36 years.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
And
But
on the average, I
Icon.
wrestled 325 times a year.
wow,
Wow.
wow.
So,
Now,
do the math.
yeah. Well, that was the producer's fault. You know, she got wrong information.
Oh, I just
She doesn't
sent you a
have to look, you know, she
screenshot.
doesn't have to do good numbers.
She gets away with it with her looks.
We forgive her.
I don't want to yell at her because I'm thinking about something else.
Yeah.
I don't hold my shit.
Yeah.
She's probably thinking about Alan's donut belly button.
You're thinking of that. You're thinking of that. That's the problem.
You do kind of look
I
like.
feel like a wrestler now. You're thinking of that, not me.
You know what this guy said
He
that.
kind of reminds me of Shoney's Big Boy. You know?
Oh, yeah. Thank
Or
you.
Pillsbury.
Thank you.
Who would you
Thank
say
you.
out of all your years wrestling is your toughest person you've matched in the ring?
Well, the toughest would have to be Andre.
Andre the
Andre
Giant.
the Giant mentioned it.
Yeah.
You know, but that's because he was just so fucking unbelievably strong and powerful and huge.
Yeah.
Gigantic.
And he
Yeah.
farted on you.
Yes, he
Oh,
did.
did
He
he?
farted
I
on you.
did
see
worse
that.
things too.
Wow.
Yeah?
Oh God, yeah. He used to knock me on my ass, man. I'd be laying down. Then he would stand on my, put his feet on each side of my head and stand on my hair.
Uh-huh.
And then he'd reach down and grab my arms and pull.
Oh.
And it just ripped my fucking hair out, you know.
Oh,
Jesus. I started to get up and no, I didn't.
So when he farted on you, did it smell terrible? Or did it smell good? Because
No, I didn't really try to suck up any of
It's
that,
not my
brother.
question.
I just started with a donut hole.
Unbelievable. Can you believe this?
It was a little, It had a certain stench to it. It didn't sound like a fart. That's what was amazing.
Yeah, it sounded like a laugh or
It
something.
sounded like somebody was exhaling.
Really?
Like,
Oh.
you know, it didn't. None of that. Just like
Oh. Big. Oh my.
the winds of the fucking Kalahari desert here going through here. But yeah, I remember one time. Now this happened. We were in Japan,
Yeah.
and in Japan you got these fucking buildings over there, man. Kyoto Plaza, man. And there's this hotel there. It's got like 100 floors, and we got on a fucking elevator with Andre and about 20 little Japanese fuckers, you know,
Yeah.
businessmen and shit. And Andre got pissed off because they all pushed in there, you know. He's like, mudslide. I'm like, mudslide? Oh no. Then I see, oh. And I hear it, man, and it sounds like leather slap from something. I'm pretty sure he shit all over himself. The fucking smell.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it would have gagged a maggot.
Yeah.
And these poor fucking chaps are like fucking, they're almost passing out, man. They're holding each other out there.
That's funny. It's almost visualized that.
Because when it stinks that bad, it doesn't ever go all the way up. It just kind of hovers over the ground, you know, when it's that thick.
Yeah.
It has some density to it. You know, hang time, we call it hang time. You know, if a fart has good hang time, then it's a proper fart.
Right.
You know, you have a fart and it's gone. There's no fucking hang time to it, you know. It was there for a split second and gone.
Yeah.
But one that is, especially if it's a warm one,
Ooh.
you can
Yeah.
feel the heat of it.
Yeah.
And then you see the fucking hang time, and you got that fucking stench that even when you walk down the street, you smell your arm and it's like, you know, in your hair. And
Oh.
you know,
Oh,
it's
dear.
still there.
Oh, man.
That's a proper fart.
Yeah. I bet you.
We used to grade them.
Oh yeah.
This is a
Oh
classic.
yeah, we used to do stupid shit like eat certain things that would make you fart even more.
Right. Like beans.
Well, no, beans are that's kind of a slow, it's a bullshit deal.
I heard that's why stuff.
Cabbage, broccoli is real good.
Yeah.
Then you throw in some pickled eggs.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
no, the big
Yeah.
legs. I can see
that's
that.
nasty.
Yeah.
Pickled eggs is like danger zone shit.
God.
Danger
I'm
zone.
sorry.
Yeah. That used to be the thing, man. You get a car that had door locks and window locks. You know,
Oh,
and
I can't stand that.
take a nice fart,
No, I
you
cannot
know, and
stand
then
that.
turn the fucking heat on in the
That's
car.
something I can't
You're
handle.
really boiling it out.
Oh no, I can't
Yeah.
handle
I mean, if you're asleep and somebody does that to you, man, you wake up, you're sweating, and you got that fart smell in your nostrils.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But you gotta do something to stay awake on the road.
Yeah. Now you strike me as a guy who's a prankster too. Like.
It's been rumored.
Yeah, it's been rumored.
No.
Now, what are some of the pranks that have been rumored that you pulled on people? Because I have a feeling you did
Oh,
pranks.
a million of them, man. But in the ring was the most fun one, you know, because the guy's in a spot there. You can't really just get out of the ring and walk off.
Right.
You know, you gotta stand there and finish the match. So I used to do things like eat cloves of garlic and then scrub my body with garlic.
Yeah.
Squash it up and make a paste out of it and then just wipe it all underneath my arms and shit. And I'd grab him in a fucking headlock and put his face right in there, man, and hold on to him.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see how long you can hold on to him.
Yeah.
Because they're fighting to get loose.
Yeah.
And it's quite exciting, actually.
Yeah.
I know one time I took it a bit too far. There's stuff called amyl nitrate. You ever heard of it?
No, but I have now.
Well, they call it locker room is their name for it.
Oh, okay, I've heard of that.
And if you pour it into your fucking nose, it gives you one fucking hell of a head rush.
Right.
And the blood rushes to your fucking brain, man. Some people use amyl nitrate during sex.
Yeah.
But I took it a step further, and I had put a bunch of gauze on my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then right before I went into the ring, I poured it on the gauze.
Oh.
And went to the ring, then grabbed the fucking car and cut this
Oh.
And man, I held on for about 6 seconds, and then he got loose. And I remember looking at him, and he rolled out of the ring, and he's like, "Ah!" He didn't think he could breathe, but it's just all the blood rushing to his brain. The veins in his neck were about the size of my thumb, man.
Wow.
And he had a mask on. It looked like his eyeballs were coming outside the mask, you know, because they were like going bloodshot and everything. It was really fun.
Speaking of thumbs, you do have huge thumbs, man.
That's interesting.
Yeah, like, holy Lord. Like,
It's better to
oh my God.
Nice.
Better to rim you with. I can touch your broccoli.
Now this information is probably inaccurate.
Thumbs and belly buttons.
No, this information is probably inaccurate too, but it says here on this flashcard that you battled Hulk Hogan 6 times and he won all of them. Is that true?
No.
That's not true.
No.
How many times did he battle?
Twice.
Twice. And did he win them or did he?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
One was a weird decision though.
Why is that?
Wasn't it that he I guess he
No, I
was.
think he's right.
He beat you straight?
It was a straight.
Yeah.
Was he like a tough guy? Cause like,
No.
no?
No.
No.
Wrestling, it wasn't a fight, man.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Like,
It's a
wrestling.
business.
It's a business, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, but his name is Hulk. Have you known?
So,
Yeah, he's named after Marvel.
okay. I'm excited.
He's such a Marvel fan.
Yeah, my wrestler name was going to be Big Richard Hurt.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that way my friends would call me Dick and be Big Dick Hurt.
Yeah. Now, you said that you got into wrestling because your dad was a wrestler and you wanted to get his love and approval, right? So, like, how hard was that? Because, like,
Impossible.
it was impossible. Yeah. But did you have a better record than your dad?
I had a better career than he did.
Yeah.
So,
So that's something to shove down his face, right?
it didn't matter.
Oh, it didn't matter?
No.
No. Yeah.
It was pretty dark shit there. We're going to leave that alone.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'll go to the next question.
Yeah, good idea.
Please do.
Please do. So what's the different vibe besides like wrestling and performing for a crowd of like thousands and thousands, and then doing comedy, performing for a crowd of like 500?
I don't think it's any different at all.
Really?
Oh man, my job is to go out there and perform and take care of whoever's in front of me.
Yeah.
You know, and number one, when I go into the ring, I'm not performing for anyone but myself.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not looking at someone specifically. I never have looked at someone specifically in the crowd. When I look at the crowd, I see through them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a weird thing that happens here. But to me, I probably enjoy the smaller crowds more than the big crowds.
Oh yeah.
You know, because you can really take them for a ride.
Right.
You know, and they're usually more vocal. In a big crowd, people get lost in the shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you got such a mishmash of people. But if you get 200 diehard wrestling fans, brother, fuck, that's a good time.
Yeah.
You know, they're fucking rip roaring, snorting, farting, fucking everything, man.
Yeah.
You know, and it'd be like going up in the fucking. I remember one time I was in Kentucky wrestling, man, and they had a raffle at halftime, not
Right.
halftime, but before the main event, and they raffled off a shotgun and shells. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Some little fucking kid about 9 years old went up there and got the fucking gun, fucking loaded that motherfucker up, went back to the scene. I'm like, what the fuck? I just let I'm the good guy.
Yeah. And then my last question for you is action figures. I have an action figure of you.
Yeah, I bet you abused it.
You
The
know,
belly
thank
button's been reamed out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Put your finger all the way through it.
But no, like action figures.
Well, maybe not all the way, maybe only that.
Yeah,
You know,
would be
because,
good.
you know, it's, just to fit.
Very good insight.
But like, how cool is it to have like action figures of you?
I think it's fucking crazy, man. I look back at all the shit they used to make. I mean, action figures is bad enough, but whenever you start getting like curtains, bed sheets, pillowcases, and all that shit, I'm like, you would actually give your kid a pillowcase with my fucking picture on it, and a snake, and all. What the fuck did that kid do wrong? They made some pretty cool stuff, man, and
What's the coolest
it's
thing
flattering.
they made? Yeah.
It's flattering. I always wanted to come out with Jake the Snake's. Oh fuck! I forgot the name of what I was going to call him. I'll think of it. Just a second. Give me a moment. Damn it! They were going to be used condoms, and you could get different flavors like strawberry on a stick.
Right.
You freeze it with nitrogen, and then you on a stick. You know. blow pops. That's what I mean.
Oh, blow pops. Okay.
So you peel off the fucking condom and then.
Yeah. They should make a Jake the Snake blow up doll for the ladies, right?
I think I have one.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, blow here. Not my belly button.
Well, Jake.
They could have yoga green tights. Remember your green tights, the legendary green tights?
Oh, yeah.
And have yoga pants like that.
Yeah, the people have came up with some pretty crazy shit. I mean, there's a company over in Europe right now, instead of, they're like the yoga pants, but they're for men, and they call them something else. They don't call them the same name.
Yeah.
But it has something to do with snake. I can't remember exactly where I was going with that, but yeah, it's pretty weird. Jenkins or something, they call them Jenkins.
Oh, that's a great name.
Yeah, whatever. Then there was the tennis shoes that came out that were snakers.
Oh.
The snakeskin tennis shoes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But they were fucking really cheaply made.
Yeah.
And fell apart. So fucking.
I'm sorry, I have one last question because I know you're very.
You want to see my belly?
No, I mean that was gonna be my last question.
Right.
But you're a huge inspiration with like addiction and recovery and all that stuff.
Yeah,
And you do meet and greets after your shows and stuff.
sometimes.
Yeah. So what's like the most thing that people have said to you that how you've helped them just by your story?
I think what I hear the most, man, is probably the hardest thing about addiction is forgiving yourself.
Right.
You know, once you've traveled that road, man, the hate for yourself has become such a fucking monster. That's usually what takes people back to addiction,
Yeah.
back to using, because you just can't get past that. Because you start remembering all the horrible shit you did and how many times you let those people down. So learning how to forgive oneself is probably where I've helped most people.
Yeah.
You know, and it starts pretty simple, man. It starts out by waking up and getting up and going to the mirror in the bathroom and looking at that fucking guy and saying, look, man, I forgive you, and I'm really trying to love you.
Yeah.
You know, and just keep doing that. And somewhere along the line, it'll start feeling okay.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, back when I quit, man, I didn't have any mirrors left because I broke them all up. You know, I mean, just fucking pound them, and I'd fucking see a reflection of myself, and I'd just fucking go off on it.
Right.
Because I hated myself so fucking much.
Yeah.
And so just to have a mirror in my house was pretty fucking cool. Like, all right, I'm keeping a mirror now. This is really different.
Yeah.
You know, but addiction's a real animal, man. It's a real fucking beast, and a lot of people fall for it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a horrible place to be. The thing that people have to remember that it is a fucking disease.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I've got an ex-wife, man, that she hates my fucking guts because of the addiction. I'm like, but it's a fucking disease.
Right.
She ain't buying that shit.
Yeah.
You know, if I had cancer, she'd still be with me.
Right. Right. That's true.
What the fuck?
Right. But you're remarried now, right?
No, I'm not married.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Oh, I thought you. Is this the wife you had a child with?
I had a few with her, yeah.
Oh.
You know, it is what it is, man. I had 13 years with my first wife, 13 years with my second wife.
Yeah.
My third wife was about 4 months, so I'm getting a whole lot better.
Oh. Well, I'd like to introduce you to your fourth wife.
I don't think she would fall for that. She'll stay with producing belly buttons.
She needs a
It's my
matchmaker.
living the dream.
Living the dream. Well, Jake, where can the folks follow you on social
Yeah,
media?
man, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Jake. Yeah.
What's the site? It's a.
Yeah, where they could follow you.
Yeah, just put JakeTheSnakeRoberts.com.
That's it.
Man, you find it.
That's it.
Awesome, man.
Jake the Snake.
Well, I had
Real
fun.
Jake Roberts, you know,
.com.
whatever.
It's in there.
Look on there if you see me, it's me. Yeah, that's it.
You have a question, Alex?
I have a couple.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
So the first one is I wanted to ask about the invention of the move DDT.
Yeah. That was an accident.
How so?
I had a front face lock on the guy, and he went to push me into the corner, and when he did, he stepped on my foot, and we both went down. And I held on to him, and his head got driven into the mat, and knocked him out. So when I spun to my feet, because I was embarrassed that good guys don't want to look like they're clumsy. You know, it's not cool.
Yeah.
So I said, whoa, I didn't fall, no, you know. And he was just out. I'm like, that worked. Maybe we could do something here.
Yeah.
Started working on it and perfected it, man. And you know, it's no doubt the most deadly hold in wrestling. I mean, if you do it on the floor, you'll fuck somebody up really bad. That's Steamboat.
Yeah.
You know? It took 2 weeks for his eyes to turn black. His head swelled out 4 inches.
Oh.
Yeah, they said it's a miracle his skull didn't explode.
Wow.
Yeah. And the only other person I ever did it on the floor was Hogan, and it split him wide open.
Yeah.
And that's all I've done. But I've thought about others I'd like to do on the floor.
And what does it stand for?
I can't remember the word because it's too fucking long.
Yeah.
I woke up one morning and bought a USA Today, and was having breakfast, reading the paper, and it was the headline news, and it was dichloroformic methylene is being banned by the U.S. government. And it's a poisonous spray they used to kill bugs on crops.
Right.
But they found out that they were spraying the crops with that shit. It was getting into our fucking food chain, and it was fucking people up. It
Wow.
was giving them brain cancer and shit.
Wow.
So, yeah, dimethyl, it's about 20 letters, man.
Ah.
Yeah, that's what it was, man. I just thought it sounded cool. And if it's poison to the brain, so is that move, you know. So, you know, I'm not just a pretty face and a short dick. I know some shit, you know.
All right. Well.
I have questions from the fans of the show. Josh asked, did you ever keep any of the snakes as pets?
No,
Yeah.
Okay, and he also said you were hilarious in the bed.
thank you. He's right.
Okay, and Sean asked, how do you feel about the nature of WWE nowadays?
I don't like the product.
Okay, and who was your greatest opponent?
We already asked that.
Myself.
Yeah.
Yourself?
Yeah.
Dang, that's good. Okay,
One thing I couldn't deal with.
and then he asked, how does it feel to be one of the most badass wrestlers of all time?
That has to be a great feeling.
It is, but it's, I don't know, man. It's a really odd feeling I get whenever I think about that. You know,
Yeah.
what I accomplished and the time that I did it and what it did to my body and how foolish I was
Yeah.
to give up so much to do it.
Yeah.
You know, because if you're going to be great at anything, it takes time.
Yeah.
And it took a lot of time. It took too much time to be as good as I was.
Yeah.
And that meant I had no time for nothing else.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Well, I'm glad you're doing comedy now because you're making people laugh.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much for doing
All
the
I do
show.
is just tell them about the stupid shit I've done. They fucking find that hilarious. I try to laugh at it too now. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank
Thank
I
you, Jake.
appreciate
Such a
that.
pleasure.
Remember, these just gospel words here. To know me is to blow me.
Oh! I'll let Alan do that.
No, your mouth is
Thanks so much,
Thank
Jake.
you, Jake.
You're listening to Reza Riffs with Keith Reza and Alan Lee right here on LA Talk Radio.